Hey everyone, thanks for joining me here today at BC Outdoors. Today we have an unboxing. What's in the box? Just arrived from America, Amazon.com. Gotta love it. So let's take a look. Open it up. And what do we have here? We have the Mavic Air 2 from DJI. 4K camera drone. Quadcopter camera drone. Super stoked about this. It's going to put a new dimension into my video making for my outdoors channel. We'll be doing camping, hiking, mountain biking, just generally cool stuff. I'm super stoked about this. You know, I got the Fly More combo. Total price is $8.99 from Amazon in the US. It took a long time to get out here. Because of the coronavirus. If you're affected by it, my heart goes out to you. But I finally got my drone in. Tearing into the box. Packaged really nice. DJI is very well known for their drones. They make very good products. Highly recommend them so far from what I've read about in the videos I've watched. Now, what we're going to do is try to open up this box. But in the meantime, I want to give a shout out to Captain Drone. Captain Drone is a YouTuber in Canada who does reviews on drones. Very good guy. Highly recommend watching his videos if you're interested in drones. Now, let's get into it. Let's open up this box and see what's actually in this box. So, as soon as it comes out, it's pretty tight. And here we go. What do I have? I have a bag. Damn, spent a lot of money on a bag. So let's take out the bag, put it here. Let's take out this box right here. Now, this box right here, it contains paperwork and also these two small bags. So first, the paperwork that comes with it are your quick start guide, your Mavic Air 2 guide, and also your Fly More combo guide, all the components. So very easy to not that much to read. Doesn't take too long. Nothing else in these boxes. Now, what's in these bags? These bags are your props. Now, the props are color-coded. They have gray and black props that you have to put on a certain way onto your drone so your drone will take off correctly and you won't crash it. Now, the benefit with the Fly More combo is they give you 3 sets of props. So if you crash, if you break any props, you can repair them. You can switch them out. You won't have to worry that much. And as a new drone pilot, I'm going to probably end up crashing one of these days. And I hope I get it on tape because it'll be really good content. It'll be funny as shit, actually. Part of my language. But yeah, you get basically 3 sets of props. So I give props to them. But really cool. Like I said, everything is, top notch. Getting into the bag, it's a pleathery feeling bag with a front pocket. Open it up, nothing in it. It's pretty tight. Maybe you could put a phone in there. Now the main zipper is actually looks like there's a seal around it, so it looks like it's splash resistant and water resistant. Would not say waterproof. Inside, the top pocket. Make sure you open up and check what's in there when you first get your drone. If you ever buy this, you get USB-C cable for charging. You have your extra telephone to controller cables. You have a battery to charging adapter. So you can use a battery to charge your cell phone and your controller. And this little package here, which is a really nice touch, especially for bright days, are your ND filters. The ND filters, you get a 16, a 64, and a 256. That'll cut the light coming into your camera, so on very bright days you won't overexpose. Very nice little touch there, especially for beginners. Then we have extra controller knobs for your controller. All right. Let's get into it. I'll take out the box next. Now, what we have here this top little thing right here, this is your charging brick. You can actually put 3 batteries on that and charge them one at a time, but they'll charge them in sequence, which is really nice. Now what we have here is our charging brick, the power adapter for the brick. So there's your brick, you got your cables. It uses, since I bought it in the United States, just uses your regular sockets. Then you have your batteries. In this box there are 2 batteries. The third battery is actually on the drone. Now when you first get the batteries, if you press the button, nothing's going to happen. They're in hibernation mode. So you actually have to charge them one at a time to get them out of hibernation mode, and you got to charge them fully. After you do that, you're able to put them into the charging brick and charge them all up at the same time. Really, really nice. Here we have the controller. The controller reminds me of a Xbox controller. At the bottom you have your controller knobs. And then at the top here you have your antenna, which also holds your telephone. So I have a big phone with a big case. And it actually did fit. I will fly it without the case though, because it has a better fit. So really nice and tight, and guess what? It works. Looks good. Okay, there we go. And it's flying around. Now at the front you have the switch right here, which is tripod, normal, and sports mode. At the bottom you have your controller knobs that are actually really tight fit, really nice. I just wish I had fingernails to pull them out easier. You just screw them right in and you're good to go. And here we go. They're pretty solid. They're also metal, which is really nice. That's a nice touch, not cheap plastic. It does not feel cheap at all. Now on the back you have your gimbal control, you have your cable, you have your camera record buttons, your function button, your power on button, and return to home button. A really nice little setup here. It's not cheap. It doesn't feel cheap at all. It doesn't feel like a cheap controller. It feels like it's expensive. Close it up. Now, let's take out the drone itself. And here it is. I present you the DJI Mavic Air 2 4K camera drone. Really nice in the hand. It's nice. It's not super light. It's not super heavy. It's, I think, perfect. It's a quadcopter, so you pull out your legs. And what I'm going to probably end up doing here is putting on the props here in a couple seconds. And I was right, the battery is in. Underneath that gimbal protector is your 4K camera. It shoots at 4K 60 frames a second. It has 240 frames a second super slow-mo. Really, really nice. Now I'm going to throw on the props. Once again, the props, you need 2 blacks and 2 silver. And when you actually fly this for the first time, it's going to ask you to make sure that you put the props in correctly. Because if you put them in wrong, and you can put them in wrong very easily, your drone will just fly up in the air and flip over and crash. And you spent that much money, you don't want to break it for doing something stupid like not paying attention. So pulling out the props, made of good material. And I guess these props are intended to make everything a little more quiet. After watching many videos and compared the sound to other videos, it is a quiet drone. It still makes noise, but it's pretty quiet. So there is a gray one. It has a little gray circle on it. That corresponds to the little gray notch on the side. The way you put them in is you actually line them up, push them in, and twist them. Make sure you hold on to the motor so you're not just twisting like I did right here. I'm like, all right, it's in. Then all of a sudden it pops out. I'm like, what the hell did I do? You actually got to hold the motor in, push it in, and then turn it, and it will just snug right up. Good to go. Folding props, unfold them, and that's what it looks like. Now go and throw the rest of them in. for very, very easy installation. Once you get them in, you can keep them in. Once you fold up the drone, everything gets nice and snug. So there's the second gray. Then you got to put in the 2 black ones afterwards. There we go. No silver ring. Let's pop it in and spin it right on. Without dropping a drone, of course. I'm really excited about doing this unboxing. You can tell I'm jittery and I don't want to break the drone on my first day having it. I'll spin it in, slap it right in there and good to go. And here you have the drone. Very, very nice. Like I said, it's not that heavy at all. Not heavy at all. You fold them all up. There's your battery. Okay, your battery just clips right in. It just 2 buttons, pop it right out. It's good to go. And let's peel off the stickers. Once again, you cannot use the battery yet because it is actually in hibernation mode. I'm going to go around taking off stickers. What we have here is the gimbal cover for your 4K camera. As soon as I can figure out how to get off this sticker. Biting your fingernails, nasty habit, don't start. There we go, get rid of that sticker and let's pull this off. Just pull it, you got to push it firm and it'll pop right out. There you go. And there we go. That's the 4K 3-axis gimbal right there. It's also stabilized, so you get nice, clean video. In high wind, it does shake a little bit. Just keep that in mind. That's in very high wind. Now, please take note, if you do get this drone, take off all the stickers. They have stickers everywhere. Just check your drone a few times and just make sure you get everything off. And be careful so you don't scratch anything. As you can see, I'm definitely not a professional unboxer because I can't do peels. Really nice camera. It's a 1/2-inch CMOS sensor, 48 megapixel stills, 4K, 60 frames a second. So really, really stoked about this. And all the controls, you can control everything by your cell phone. Now what we have here on the front and on the sides, make sure I still get all the stickers. Man, stickers everywhere on this damn thing. All right, so just get the battery in. Make sure you put the battery. The battery will only go in one way. If you try to put it in the wrong way, which I'm doing right now, you look like an idiot. There you go. Turn it around. It'll slap right in. But good to go. Now, on the front, you have 2 obstacle avoidance sensors. On the back, you have 2 obstacle avoidance sensors. On the bottom, you have 2 obstacle avoidance sensors, and you have a yellow LED. So that is for landing and low light conditions. Okay. You want to make sure you always take care of the camera. Because, 4K camera, it's not that heavy at all. Really, really nice drone. I'm very, very impressed with the build quality. It doesn't feel like a toy. It feels like a tool. Oh, finally cleaning up after myself. Everyone should be happy. All right, so you want to put it away. Just fold the back legs down and under, and then the top ones go up top. Just like so. Fits in your hand. Like I said, you can pack that into a backpack, no problem. Taking off the knobs on the controller, you can throw it in your backpack, no problem. The 2 extra batteries are incredible. It's very lightweight, very, very, really, really, really nice drone to have. In my opinion so far, I mean, I still have to take it out for my maiden flight. Hopefully I don't crash it. But it's rainy season right now, so I don't even think I can get out there right away. One thing I recommend is get a rubber band. You can put it around it to hold the props in place when you stow it. You know, it's a great drone so far. From what I've seen, I did take it out into the driveway and send it up in the air, which I did not record. I'll put on the. Make sure your gimbal is facing the correct way because it's hard to pop it back in if it's not. There you go. And you'll try to get it in there right. There you pop it right in, and it's good to go. And you slide it right in the box. Now, what I'd like to do, Colleen, thank you very much for buying me this drone. I super appreciate it. Love your bunch. I don't know, no words can say what that means to me. Thank you, and see you next time. Okay, now I'm going to give everyone a close-up of everything that I received today. We're going to start over here. We have ND filters. They're starting at 16, 64, and 256. So there's your ND filters. Comes in a nice little case. Here, these are extra knobs for the controller. This is your power charging brick. It can hold up to 3 batteries. This right here are your extra batteries for your controller to telephone. So you have USB-C to USB-C, then you have USB-C to micro SD. Here, this is a battery to telephone and controller charger unit. Here we have our charging brick. Coming down here, we have 2 full sets of extra props. We have our USB-C cable. We have 2 batteries, which I had to charge them. And if you get a drone, don't forget you do have to charge them first. They're in hibernation mode. Coming here, you have the controller itself. So on the controller, you take a quick look. You got your turn home button. You got your 3 modes. You got tripod, normal, and sports. You have your power button. And you can see how much charge you have on it. Here you have your controller knobs. Right there is where your knobs are located, so you store them out of the way so you don't break them. Is your camera switch. Right here, that is your antenna, and then you have your cable down here. This little knob right here is for your gimbal. This right here is your photo or video button. Close this up, and I believe that's it on this. And you have your function button. Coming over here, last but not least, here is your drone. This is the DJI Mavic Air 2. I already put the props on. I have it unfolded. Has a full battery. Right here we have a 4K monitor behind the shield. 2 obstacle avoidance sensors. Let's turn it around. You have 2 more obstacle avoidance sensors. Right here is your battery. There you go. There's your number 3 battery. Like that, clips it right in. Here you have your USB charging. Turn it to the side. Here you have your micro SD card placement right in this area right here. I have a 256 gig card. On the bottom you have obstacle avoidance, and that yellow button is actually your LED, and I believe that is your ground sensing. Of course, you have your 3-axis 4K gimbal right here. It's an f2.8 half-inch CMOS sensor. It does 48 megapixels still shots. It can shoot 4K at 60 frames a second, which is awesome. It does super slow motion at 240 frames per second at 1080p. And this drone is just incredible. So 1, 2. Turns on, the gimbal moves, boom, and then it lights up. So it's not all lit up, ready to go if I wanted to fly it, but I don't fly it inside the house. So tap, tap, hold it, and shut down. Just like so. props in. Do this at one hand. Let's turn this over. Put it down. Let's put on my gimbal cover. And snap it right in. Bottom legs just fold up. Legs fold up. So, let's turn it back over this way. Voila. Just fold them back. Boom. And boom. This is it all folded up. Nice compact drone. It's not that heavy at all. I'm going to be using this for cycling, mountain biking, hiking, camping, all that good stuff. So there you go. This is the full setup, everything that you get with the drone. I want to just do a close-up on it. Really sorry about the unboxing video. I'm still not good at unboxing. I'd just rather use everything. And also it does come with that little case right there. Once again, thanks for everyone for viewing into BCA Outdoors. I have 71 subscribers, hitting a mile, almost to my milestone. 29 left. And editing the video. All right, thanks for joining me.